start off with a karakia, so if we could all be a bit quiet, please. Whaia ki te rutu tapu nui a tāne te waiora, tāne te pūkenga, tāne te tokorangi, puta ki te whaiao, ki te amarama, tū te ngāna, tū te maranga, te tuhi te rarama, e noho te matāra nei, e rongo whakairihi a ke kirunga kia tīna, haumie, huie, tae ki.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Sport Hawke's Bay and the Central Hawke's Bay District Council, we welcome you to the 2023 Central Hawke's Bay Sport and Recreation Awards. I'm Ross Holden, your MC for the evening. There are just a few formalities as normal to cover off before we start with a fantastic night of celebration, all that is good about sport in Central Hawke's Bay. We would like to welcome our special guests here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the Central Hawke's Bay Mayor Alex Walker, Central Hawke's Bay District Council CEO Doug Tate, Central Hawke's Bay District Council councillors, Sport Hawke's Bay board members Tania Kararia and Lisa Pohatu, Sport Hawke's Bay CEO Mark Aspden and General Managers Ryan Hambleton and Sue Smith, and you, our special guests. Thank you so much for joining us to celebrate the achievements of our Central Hawke's Bay sport and recreation community. To kick things off, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce Mark Aspden, Sport Hawke's Bay Chief Executive, to say a few words. Mark?
Thank you, Ross. Tēnā koutou katoa. I work really on the assumption that no one comes to these things to hear me speak, particularly anyone who's heard me speak before. And you'll be pleased to know I only have 3 things to say, and you'll be even more pleased to know I can't remember 2 of them. So, just first, I feel though I do need to thank our lead in coordinating this tonight. So for many years we've had Nikki Hiramaya organising this event, and she left Sport Hawke's Bay and we don't know where she's gone. But it doesn't really matter because she's been replaced in the role by Rachel Gunson, at least in the role of coordinating tonight. So big thanks to Rach for all your efforts tonight. And of course to Nikki for all your work over many, many years. Nick, thank you very much for that. And of course you're still continuing to be involved. Cheers, Nick. I do have 3 things I want to say. First is just acknowledging what a tough year it's been, coming on top of 3 tough years. And it's been the people in this room and a lot of people who aren't in this room will have been massive players in keeping sport and active rec going in the community. And if there's ever a time where being physically active is really important, it's when things are tough mentally, when things are tough financially. The benefits of just being out there and active are really well known. So I'd really like to acknowledge and thank everyone here who's played a big part in that. Next, I'd like to just acknowledge and celebrate the finalists, the winners, and everyone who supported them, because no one operates in isolation, and the people who support who are the drivers, run the sausage sizzle, every bit as coach the teams, are the managers, doing the ring round on Saturday morning when 4 people are sick. Every bit as important as the athletes themselves, and I'm sure every winner will have a long list of people they want to thank. Please don't. Or if you do, just acknowledge them generically, like I'm trying to do. Pot, saucepan, all that I recognise. But most importantly, I'd really like to acknowledge the efforts of Alex and her councillors, Doug and the council officers. As I see it, running a council is really, really hard at the best of times. At tough times like these, even without a cyclone, you know, with infrastructure and that falling behind three waters, etc., it looks really near impossible to me. Plus, you've got a rapidly growing community as well. I don't know how you do it, but your commitment to, among many other things, to having an active community is absolutely standout and really appreciated by us because it enables us to feed good stories back into Sport NZ. And the effect of that is that CHB is one of a handful of councils throughout the country that Sport NZ has seen fit to invest in a role to support more play in the community. So well done, Alex and Doug, for that. That's an amazing effort. That's all from me, really. Again, congratulations to everyone involved. Thanks to everyone for coming along. Thanks to everyone who's played a part in pulling this together. Enjoy your evening. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now welcome Central Hawke's Bay Mayor Alex Hawke to the stage. Alex to say a few words.
Ina mana ina reo rauranga tirama, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. And what a great evening to be coming together, and despite all of that shit that's happened this year, we can still get together and have a party, and for what a great reason tonight. And we're really thrilled to support Sport Hawke's Bay, Sport CHB and these awards. We think it's vital to recognise the huge footprint actually that CHB talent has in the wider region, the country and the world. And so these awards are vital for that. And I want to thank you all for the way that you continue to step up and strive and contribute in our community when it comes to sport and rec. We really do punch above our weight in Central Hawke's Bay, and so these nights are so important. So thank you all of you for your commitment. I just also wanted to say that in the last few weeks I've seen how the pipeline of talent is developing in Central Hawke's Bay. So there's a lot of stalwarts of this community here. There's some newbies to this community here. There's even some young ones. But actually, when you look a bit further than what's in this room, 2 nights ago, I sat in the hall at Central Hawke's Bay College, where the 8 netball teams at CHB College have had an absolute standout year. 6 out of 8 of those teams played in the finals of their grades a few weeks ago. 6 out of 8, punching above their weight. Even better than that, half of them actually won their grade. So we have got a very strong pipeline of talent that is coming forward in Central Hawke's Bay. That is just one brilliant example, and I know there are some people in the room tonight who have supported those young ones in that netball at CHB College, and I want to thank you because it was an outstanding display of what is possible in our wee corner of the country, our wee corner that punches so far above our weight, and looking forward to celebrating much of that tonight. Thank you all for your support. Thank you, Mark, and your team for your support for making this happen, and let's have a great night. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
For those of you who are familiar with our previous awards, you will notice things are just a little bit different tonight. While we were keen to proceed with the awards this year, we at Sport Hawke's Bay and the Central Hawke's Bay District Council are profoundly aware of our community's difficult times over the past 3 years, and never more so since February 2023. The decision to go ahead was made respectfully with these challenges in mind. This included scaling down the event, refraining from requesting sponsorship or asking the community to purchase tickets. Our guests tonight include some of our historic sponsors, whom we wish to acknowledge for their generous support in the past, and we look forward to working with you again in the future. Thank you to these businesses: Central Hawke's Bay Mail, Hawke's Bay Today, Waipawa Liquorland, DAC Legal, Ruahine Motors Limited, Plus Rehab Central Hawke's Bay, Unichem Pharmacy Waipawa, LMS Insure, Aqua Management, Caltex Waipawa, Custom Print, Central FM, Sloan's Events, Findex, Right Wool Limited, New World Waipawa, Forsyth Bar, Central Engraving, Junction Wine, Lime Rock, Pukeora Estate and Painter's Cider. We are grateful to be here tonight sharing successes and celebrating our sporting community's hard work and achievements, and we look forward to working with those businesses next year and in years to come. Please put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen. We now move on to the awards. I will announce the category and the nominees. When the winner is announced, please join us on stage to receive your trophy, and you will have the opportunity to make a short speech. Ladies and gentlemen, our first award tonight, Volunteer of the Year. This is an award for an individual who has made a significant or outstanding contribution to a club or team in an administrative, management or officiating capacity. Our nominees are Nicola Jeremiah for squash, Kim Mackay for netball, Erin Jenkins swimming, Sarah Shaw cricket, Samantha Allen for netball, Bradley Booth hockey, Pauline Wolfe athletics. Put your hands together. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Volunteer of the Year is Nicola Jeremiah. Nikki's outstanding administrative skills and community connectivity have made the club membership at the Waipawa Tennis and Squash Club rise dramatically in the past year, with an 89% increase, almost doubling the squash membership in 8 months since February 2022. With this data, Nikki has helped triple the female members in the club. She encouraged ladies to play in the Squash East and Ladies 900 series and started a ladies only night. She managed the 2022 FJ Grade Ladies Super Champs team. The effort and time spent doing behind the scenes work was phenomenal. Nikki helped fundraise approximately $9,000 towards this year's F Grade Super Champs in Ashburton. She saw the need for more social squash events. This included planning and implementing 3 6-week social squash competitions throughout the year, a monthly members circuit which ran for 6 months. Nikki collaborated with the club's squash and tennis committee members to create a squash tennis crossover fun event, Racket Rounders. This crossover has introduced and influenced tennis and squash players to come and play the other code and social events. Nikki was responsible for influencing junior squash members to train and play in tournaments throughout the year. This included an 8-week pilot secondary school student coaching program with 8 students participating. 6 of those students continued to play in the social mixed competition. She engaged with Squash Easton, resulting in the club hosting its first junior slamming tournament and coordinating its first junior coaching program with 30 children aged 5 to 18 years. For her efforts, Nikki was nominated and won the 2022 Winner Volunteer of the Year at the Squash Eastern Squash Awards. This made her a finalist for Volunteer of the Year at the 2022 Squash New Zealand Squash Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Volunteer of the Year Award winner, Nicola Jeremiah.
I just want to say thank you to my fellow club committee members and my fellow club members for just rolling with the punches when Nikki comes up with a new idea and rolling with it. You can have as many ideas as you like, but if you don't have the backing of the people around you, then those things can't happen. So really appreciative and want to acknowledge the team that stands behind me to make those things happen. Loving squash and the club, and yeah, if anybody wants to come down for a hit one day, just hit me up. Thank you.
Our next award is the Community Initiative Award. This category is for individual, group, school, sports organisation or club that has identified, celebrated and encouraged a collaborative project that has positively impacted local children, young people and their whānau. The nominees are Flemington Mud Run, Russell Park Run and Jess and Tess Fitness. And the winner of the Community Initiative Award for 2023, the Flemington Mud Run. The Flemington Mud Run is an annual non-competitive mud run held as a major fundraiser for Flemington School. The Flemington School Parents and Friends Group organised the event, raising over $30,000. However, the financial incentive of the mud run is only one aspect. The other hugely important objective is to bring together the community, merging the school, Flemington, Wanstead Polo Club and wider Central Hawke's Bay communities in a fun event that everyone can be involved in. The PFG requires massive support from parents and community members to get the mud run up and running. Through weeks of preparation, all the effort on the day and the clean-up afterwards, the atmosphere is always inviting. Everyone's included, whether they have been coming for years or are new to the scene, whether they want to help or participate in the event. In 2022, the funds raised supported many educational outcomes, including funding learning assistance, camp fees and drama, technology and classroom resources. After being unable to hold the event in 2021 due to COVID restrictions, 655 people of all ages and abilities took to the course in 2022. This compares with the first Flemington Mud Run held in 2013 with approximately 130 participants. The financial success of the Flemington Mud Run and its impact on the educational opportunities at Flemington School is clear. But the impact of this event has extended so much further than just the kura. The event allows members of our local community to be involved and support the school, which has helped bring unity and a sense of belonging to a community of mixed ages and stages. The Mud Run and its success in bringing together the community is an inspiration to other schools and community groups. The Flemington PFG is proud to be driving force behind such a massive community initiative that benefits Flemington School and more. The 2023 Community Initiative Award winner, the Flemington Mud Run.
It's very much a privilege to be standing up here and on behalf of the Flemington Mud Run. I'd like to firstly thank Sport Hawke's Bay and the council and the judges for tonight and on all of the effort that goes into these awards. Our mud run, I'd be hours if I had to try and talk about it, which I'm not going to. We'd like to really thank our sponsors, because without them we wouldn't be able to do this. Particularly Lake Station and in Haley, who let us trample their farm for a month basically from Woe to Go every year, and all of the volunteers, all of the people who we get together as a community, and we smash this out, and it makes a lot of money for our school, which is amazing. And all of the people who come and run it, 655 or whatever he said, which is exactly accurate, but I can't remember, last year. 19th of November, come on down. It's our 10th anniversary this year, so it'll be amazing.
Our next award, ladies and gentlemen, the Community Coach of the Year Award. The following people are acknowledged for their contribution to the success of an athlete, team or club. The nominees are Wayne Marsh, trampolining, Shane Mullaney, cricket, Kerry Laurie for tennis, Kelsey Stubbs, hockey and rowing, and Alonso Fernandez for swimming. Put your hands together for those nominees. The 2023 Community Coach of the Year Award goes to Wayne Marsh. Wayne has been a trampoline, double mini, tumbling coach in Central Hawke's Bay since the 1980s. He's an ex-student and present club coach, instigating the beginnings of the Ricochet Trampoline Club in 1992 at the Central Hawke's Bay College Gym. In February 1993, the club shifted to the Waipawa United Rugby Gymnasium, where it was officially incorporated. It operated from the gymnasium for 5 years before establishing itself at the War Memorial Hall in 2011. Wayne has supported many athletes at international competitions, with many Central Hawke's Bay Club members representing New Zealand at overseas tournaments, including Australia, Japan, Canada, Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, South Africa, Portugal and the United States, with admirable results. Wayne coaches 3 times a week at the Memorial Hall in Waipawa and is co-coach of the Ricochet Trampoline Club Committee. He is a life member of Gymnastics New Zealand and one of the head coaches of the Hawke's Bay Poverty Bay team at Nationals. Wayne was selected as one of the coaches at the World Age Group Champs in Sofia, Bulgaria in November 2022, coaching Lockie Kirk to a 5th placing for double mini trampoline. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Community Coach of the Year Award winner is Wayne Marsh.
E hara takatoa I te tō takitahi, engari he tō takitini. My success is not as an individual, but the work is of the many. And so when we see me here, it's a whole group of community involved with this award. So I would like to thank all the community and our club for this award today. I remember being here in maybe 1994 for maybe the first award that I remember having here at this venue. So, yeah, enough of that. Showing my age. Okay. I really wanted to thank to the organisers of this event today. It's a special one for those who coach, those who are involved with the community. It makes it all worthwhile in terms of what you're doing in the community. I want to thank particularly our committee, our club, which is Ricochet, for their support over the many years. And I have some wonderful children that I coach. I enjoy doing so for a number of years. I'm not sure how much more they're there for it, but I'm thankful for those who've been through my doors. Aroha ana ahau ki tēnei whānau, ko taka kua, ko tahi, ko tēnei whānau. So we're talking about really enjoy being part of this family, this rohe, this community, and I'm glad that I'm involved with this community. Nō leira tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa.
Our next group of awards, ladies and gentlemen, are the Service to Sport Awards. These awards recognise volunteers who have contributed to the operation of a club or sporting organisation for over 10 years. The 3 people being recognised tonight are recipients, not nominees. We will invite each recipient to the stage individually. Please stay on the stage until we have all the recipients here with us. Thank you. Our first recipient of the Service to Sport Award for swimming, Erin Jenkins. Erin became team manager at local, regional and national swimming competitions while watching her daughter swim. She became an inspector of turns, judge of strokes, starter and referee to allow others to learn. She became the club chairperson in 2017 and during that time has allowed masters swimming to be reinstated in the club, meaning that anyone over the age of 20 can compete in masters competitions. Erin has had an incredible impact on the Central Hawke's Bay Swim Club. She has ensured that funding applications are submitted, which makes sure that fees are minimised, making it possible for more families and children to participate. Erin has also implemented several innovations into monthly club nights, making them fun for the children while creating camaraderie between parents and children. Her positive and professional attitude has resulted in an approach to be part of the Technical Advisory Committee for Hawke's Bay Poverty Bay Swimming. This was a real feather in her cap, as only 6 people are appointed in the region. She was a technical official at the National Age Group Champs held recently in Hawke's Bay and at the New Zealand Masters Games. After her children had finished at the club, Erin remained dedicated to the swimming community to ensure that other families and parents could have the same opportunities that her children enjoyed. Erin was also appointed to the Swim for Lives Committee, highlighting the importance of swimming in ensuring water safety for children. Congratulations to our first Service to Sport recipient for 2023, Erin Jenkins.
Thank you so much for this award. I'm truly honoured and humbled to receive it. I would like to thank the organisers of this event and to congratulate all the other nominees. I would also like to thank my family, especially my husband John, who holds things together while I'm off doing swimming or away on swim camp with other kids or just not home. He always has my dinner cooked when I get home. Also to my friends and also to the club for all of their support and encouragement. This award is not just for me, but also for all the people who've helped me along the way, who've done the training with me and helped me to get where I am. Thank you.
Our second Service to Sport recipient is for squash. Please welcome Maureen James. Maureen has been a Waipawa Lawn Tennis and Squash Club member for approximately 30 years. However, she has played tennis and squash for about 50 years. During that time, she has volunteered for both codes and has supported new members in learning the game and developing their skills. A lady returning to the club this year remembers Maureen coaching her in squash at college, going back at least 15 years. Over the years, Maureen has voluntarily coached numerous PE classes at Central Hawke's Bay College, teaching students the fundamentals of squash. This year, she coached the club's new junior program, which had 8 Central Hawke's Bay College students attend. 3 were already members, with 2 other students signing up after the coaching program. Maureen will also was the lead coach for the club's new Ladies' Night, offering members tips and hints to help expand their game and newbies the basics of squash. This award complements Maureen's 2022 Squash Eastern Services to Squash Award. She is an inspiration to all. We want to acknowledge her for all she's done for club and squash in Central Hawke's Bay. Congratulations to the second Service to Sport recipient for 2023, Maureen James.
Thank you, everybody. What an honour, what a pleasure it is to be nominated for anything at all, but particularly something that I love so much. All my sport I love, but squash, as she said, I've been part of the Waipawa Squash Club for 43 or 5 years, thereabouts, and have loved every minute of it, done all sorts of stuff. Unfortunately, at my age, I find the technology stuff is a bit tricky. It's hard to keep up with what's happening, but thank you, Nikki, for always keeping me in the loop. And tonight, just while we were having drinks and nibbles, Maureen, would you give us a hand with some new folks with coaching? What can I say except, you know I love doing it. Thank you, everybody.
And our final Service to Sport recipient is Kim Cooper for tennis. Kim has given long-standing, unwavering dedication to tennis at Central Hawke's Bay and regional levels. He's been a committee member at the Takapau Tennis Club for at least 40 years and club captain since 1988. He was awarded life membership of the Takapau Tennis Club in 2010, and Court 1 at the club bears a plaque for Kim and his wife Susie to reflect their significant contribution to the club. As Takapau Tennis Club captain, Kim is a leader of the club. He organises weekly draws for twilight teams for inter-regional events, August Cup competitions with the Danneberg Tennis Club and the club championship competitions. He also leads, along with his wife Susie, the annual doubles tournament, pairs organisation over 2 days in early January, attracting over 100 doubles combinations. Fundraising is vital for keeping the club operational. Kim organises the club cattle scheme, whereby members graze cattle purchased by the club on their farms, with the sale proceeds going to the club. He's been running the scheme since its inception in the year 2000. Kim has been a team captain in the Waipawa Tennis Club's men's competition for several years and helps organise the men's draw to ensure the teams are even. He was elected to the Tennis Eastern Board in 2016. His responsibilities include selecting and organising senior representative teams playing in competitions in and out of Hawke's Bay. The Tennis Eastern team has held the Christie Cup consecutively for the last 6 years, which is a testament to his connections and knowledge of players in the area. Kim is a long-standing, familiar, supportive face at tennis clubs in central Hawke's Bay. Following Cyclone Gabrielle, Kim proposed to the committee that Waipawa club members, whose courts were severely damaged, be welcomed to Takapau and play free of charge for the remainder of the season. This was a positive and proactive approach by Kim, supported by the committee, whereby tennis could be a connector and relief valve for those Waipawa members affected by the cyclone. Ladies and gentlemen, our third Service to Sport recipient for 2023, Kim Cooper.
Good evening, everyone. Firstly, a big thanks to Rach and everyone else that's had input into tonight. Well done in what's been obviously a challenging year. I did talk to a couple of the people that I think were responsible for this, and did say to them, I didn't know whether to thank them or kill them really, so certainly leaning towards the latter. But anyway, I'm just a spoke in the wheel that's the awesome Takapau Tennis Committee and Club, and exactly what Alex has said. I think everyone around here, all the clubs and organisations do punch well above their weight, and at Takapau we've certainly had some great moments and notable achievements over the years. It's a real privilege to be up here with all you guys tonight that contribute so much to sport and recreation in our area. So please, if you can, just keep contributing, inspiring, and fostering in your chosen sports. It's what we all need and everyone wants. And it's the best thing that can happen around here, really. So it'll help keep CHB and to be the vibrant and popular place that it is. So lastly, really, Suze, it's just a big thanks to Suze. She does really all the work, if most people know. So I'm just a show pony. So no, So thanks very much, Suze. Thank you. Have a good night.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to give one more round of applause for our Service to Sport Award winners. Erin Jenkins for swimming, Maureen James for squash, and Kim Cooper for tennis. We're going to take a moment just to stretch your legs, refresh your drinks, enjoy some dessert treats. Hope you have a nice, relaxing time and a bit of a yak. Time to get into the bulk of our awards now, as we get through to the final award of the night, which is the 2023 Hawke's Bay Sports Person of the Year Award winner. The first one in this group is the Emerging Athlete Award. This award is open to an individual athlete, official or coach under 18 years of age who has excelled in one or more sports and shows great future potential. The nominees are Amy Thompson for motocross, Caitlin Kirk, trampolining and running, Lucas Percival for swimming, Paige Franklin for swimming, and Emily Brun for hockey. The 2023 Central Hawke's Bay Emerging Athlete Award winner is Emily Brun. Emily represented Hawke's Bay at the Under-18 Women's National Tournament in Nelson last year. The team achieved outstanding results to win their pool and make the final against Canterbury. They returned home with a silver medal, while Emily's performance saw her second equal goal scorer across the 21-team competition and top goal scorer for the Hawke's Bay team. Following that success, she was selected for the New Zealand Junior Hockey Black Sticks camp in October 2022. Emily also played for the senior Hawke's Bay women's team in the Macaleese Whitelock tournament in August 2022. She is currently part of the Hawke's Bay Elite Training Squad, coached by Shay Macaleese, a former New Zealand Black Stick and the assistant New Zealand Women's Black Sticks coach. In March this year, Emily was selected to represent Hawke's Bay at the Under-18 National Tournament in Auckland. Hawke's Bay is currently ranked second after last year's success. She has played for the Napier Club Bay Independent in the Division 1 competition for 4 years. In 2022, the Bay team finished third in the senior competition. In 2022, Central Hawke's Bay College didn't have enough players to field an all-boys team, which required them to field a team that included 8 girls and 6 boys. The team performed well in the boys' Division 2 competition, with Emily leading the team and becoming the top goal scorer for the season. Central Hawke's Bay College competed in the North Island Mixed Tournament held in Whangarei in August, with Emily finishing top goal scorer with an impressive 14 goals from their 5 games. Central Hawke's Bay College finished in 5th place, winning 3 games, narrowly losing the other 2. Emily is awarded a College Blues for Hockey in October 2021 and Blues for Hockey in Kiorahi in October 2022. She jointly won the Kerry Scoville Cup for Most Outstanding Player for Central Hawke's Bay College Hockey in 2022 and the Briscoe Cup for Central Hawke's Bay College Sports Woman of the Year in 2022. Her commitment and dedication to hockey is evident, which has resulted in her achieving outstanding results. The 2023 Emerging Athlete Award recipient, Emily Bron.
First of all, I would like to thank the organisers for making the CHB Awards happen. Thanks to my mum and dad for being my #1 supporters, to always being there on the sideline, encouraging me to do my best. I would also like to thank my coaches who put in the long hours of commitment, training us and helping me succeed in my sport. It is very much noticed and appreciated. And last but not least, I would also like to thank CHB College, Wendy Mackey, Waipawa Rotary and the CHB community who gained sponsorship or purchase raffle tickets to help me with the cost to attend national tournaments. I'm very grateful for all your support and encouragement. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the Club of the Year. These clubs have been recognised for outstanding performance and success on and off the field. The nominees are the Waipawa Lawn Tennis and Squash Club, and the Central Hawke's Bay Cricket Club. The 2023 Central Hawke's Bay Club of the Year is the Waipawa Lawn Tennis and Squash Club. The club is sustained by a strong and effective management committee concentrating on administration and financial governance. The committee is supported by a squash committee and a tennis committee that organise regular events and tournaments for their respective sports. Membership has steadily risen, with squash player numbers increasing 89% from 38 to 72 members. Tennis membership has lifted from 278 to 321 in 2022. The club is now the second largest racket club in Hawke's Bay, behind Havelock North. A lot of volunteer work is put into the club by many people. Committee members, hotshot junior tennis parents, bar managers and members of Working Bees bring a strong sense of community to the club. Strong links with primary schools continue in tennis, which is well coordinated by Rebecca Humphreys, who runs inter-school tournaments, and the club's 2 coaches, Fee Tyler and Jane Wynne Harris. The future of squash in Hawke's Bay is looking strong, with young players from Central Hawke's Bay College developing well with coaching and encouragement from Nicola Heremeyer and Andrew Burton. The 2023 Club of the Year, the Waipawa Lawn Tennis and Squash Club.
Good evening, everyone. Look, I've got 3 things to say too. So the first one The first one is I'm not going to acknowledge everybody in our club because we'll be here till midnight, but there are people in our club and probably all of your clubs, and we all know them, that do all the work behind the scenes, and we've got many of those people with the club, many of those people in our club when we've got 400 and something members. So to those people I say kudos to you in this awards acknowledgement for your work. The second thing I want to say, and it was acknowledged a bit earlier on, is sponsors. You know, our club and many of your clubs survive because of sponsorship from local businesses in these towns, and I say thank you to them, because without them our clubs would struggle, and they've got businesses they're trying to make money, but they always contribute to sport in Central Hawke's Bay, and I say well done them. The third thing is really happy to see Nicola acknowledged. Her contribution to our club has been outstanding, along with Andrew Burton, and what they've done in squash in the last 2 years has been absolutely outstanding, and really happy to see her acknowledged, Maureen, and also Kim Cooper. Thank you very much.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we move on to the Team of the Year. Team nominations acknowledge the outstanding performance of a team of 2 or more people representing Central Hawke's Bay at a local, regional, national or international level. The nominees are the Waipawa Ladies Squash FJ Grade Super Champs team, and the Porongaho Sports Club Senior Rugby team. And the 2023 Team of the Year is the Waipawa Ladies Squash FJ Grade Super Champs team. The Waipawa Tennis and Squash Ladies FJ Grade Squash team, comprised of junior, senior and masters players, won the Squash Eastern District Eliminations Tournament. They beat Surf City from Gisborne and Havelock North FJ Ladies teams to qualify and represent Squash Eastern at the National Super Champs Tournament in Ashburton in September 2022. This is the club's first team in over 30 years to compete at a national competition, playing against 8 other qualifying FJ teams nationwide. Over $9,000 was raised to support attendance at the competition by the team members through raffles, a wine auction, corporate sponsorship and an online auction. The ladies proudly finished runners-up at the National Super Champs. Through their promotional networking, sponsorship, fundraising efforts and community updates through media sources, the team has raised awareness of the squash club and increased engagement with the local community. Their enthusiasm inspired new and current club members to enter new teams into competitions. All players progressed at least 1 grade over the year, improving their Squash NZ player rankings. The 2023 Team of the Year, the Waipawa Ladies Squash FJ Grade Super Champs team.
Just want to acknowledge our team. For me personally, I came into squash 3 years ago being jammed into it by Nick, and I think most of us have. And so it's been really cool to be part of a team of girls that we've all worked our butts off to get to here, and I don't think we believed that we could get there. So to actually get there and then be in the final, pinching ourselves that we missed by only 1 point. So incredibly proud of our achievement. Also, we just want to acknowledge Dice Ruther. She has painfully coached us for over a year to try and get us to there, and I'm not sure how we didn't get beaten with our rackets at times. So thank you, Di. And also to Nick and Nick Rez, they did some phenomenal sponsorship to get us there. So yeah, those girls were incredible. So thank you very much, and to the club.
Our next category, ladies and gentlemen, the Junior Sportsperson of the Year. These athletes under the age of 21 have excelled in their chosen sports at a local, regional, national or international level. The nominees for Junior Sportsperson of the Year in 2023 are Amy Thompson, motocross, and Lockie Kirk for trampolining. And the winner of the Junior Sportsperson of the Year category for 2023, Lockie Kirk. Lockie Kirk, an 18-year-old from Waipawa, attended Central Hawke's Bay College and competed for the Ricochet Trampoline Club with Wayne Marsh as his coach. In July 2022, Lockie attended the Gym Sport Trampoline Nationals in Invercargill, winning the National Championship for tumbling, 5th in the Senior Men's Synchronised Trampoline, 8th in the Senior Men's Individual Trampoline, and 8th in the Double Mini Trampoline. Those results qualified Lockie for the World Age Group Champs in Trampoline and Tumbling in November 2022. He was subsequently named in the New Zealand team for all 3 codes. The World Age Group Champs were held in Sofia, Bulgaria, where Lockie placed 5th in the Double Mini Trampoline, 28th in Individual Trampoline and 31st in Tumbling. There were up to 60 competitors in each of those sections. Based on those results, Lockie qualified for Senior Trampoline and Double Mini and Age Group Tumbling at the Australian Nationals on the Gold Coast in May 2023. He's also qualified for the Senior Men's Double Mini Trampoline at the World Cup events in Portugal in July 23, Florida in August 23, and Bulgaria in October 2023. The Junior Sportsperson of the Year for 2023, Lockie Kirk.
Thank you. So yeah, shout out Amy for being nominated for this award as well. You've done amazing in your motorbiking. I also want to thank the community. My mum organises all the raffles. She probably pisses you on Facebook. Sorry about that. I can see that at least 50% of the people in this room have like supported me. So the other 50% just buy a ticket. Thank you. Everyone else that's just donated items to be auctioned off. My dad, he gets in behind the scenes and drives me all the places. Mum as well, just getting sponsorships for me. My coach Wayne Marsh, thank you very much for everything you've done for me. You've set me up well for my next stage down in Christchurch this year. It's been great, and thank you.
Now we move on to the Senior Sportsperson of the Year. This category recognises athletes over the age of 21 who have excelled in their chosen sports at a local, regional, national or international level. The nominees are Tyler Turfrey for squash, Angus Shaw, cricket, and Hayley Mackay, rugby union. The 2023 Senior Sportsperson of the Year is Angus Shaw. Angus began playing for the Central Hawke's Bay Cricket Premier side in 2009 and has racked up 187 games for the club and claimed 290 wickets during that time. Angus has been a club committee member for several years and is involved in sponsorship and fundraising. In November 2021, Angus became the most capped player in the history of Hawke's Bay cricket, surpassing Stu Duff's record of 89 games for Hawke's Bay in the 1990s. Angus has now played 106 games for the Promise and has captained the side on 35 occasions. He's taken 145 wickets, including 9 5-wicket bags, and scored 3 centuries. He's been part of a Hawke Cup winning side on 3 occasions, a Central District A rep on 25 occasions, a Central District Stags rep this season in Ford Trophy and T20 competitions, and Hawke's Bay Cricketer of the Year in 2020 and 2022. In his spare time, Angus volunteers as a coach of junior cricketers in Central Hawke's Bay. The 2023 Senior Sportsperson of the Year, Angus Shaw.
Very unexpected privilege as well. I've been coming to these awards for since I was 15. Never got anything. So it's quite cool to finally get up here. But just want to thank really my employer, mum and dad, who keep me give me the opportunity to chase chase my dream, which I'm 29 and still doing it, so I'm pretty lucky. Thanks, Den, the chairman of CHB Cricket Club and Cricket Club. We've had 4 or 5 nominees here tonight, and it just shows how good the club's going. And yeah, what else? Oh, Maddie too, my new fiance. We've just come back from 10 weeks in Europe and come back to win this. Life's good. So she's going to support me for playing cricket for the next 20 years, and our future kids will be coming to cricket for 20 years as well. So don't want to miss anyone. Sparky as well, thanks for bowling all those pies when I was 5 and for getting me all this way. But yeah, thanks for Hawke's Bay and thanks everyone for coming. Have a good night.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the big one for the night, the Central Hawke's Bay 2023 Sportsperson of the Year. I'd like to welcome Mark Aston from Sport Hawke's Bay back to the stage to present this final award. The 2023 Central Hawke's Bay Sportsperson of the Year will be chosen from the winners of the following 3 categories. The Team of the Year, the Waipawa Ladies Squash FJ Grade Super Champs team, the Junior Sportsperson of the Year, Lockie Kirk, and the Senior Sportsperson of the Year, Angus Shaw. Mark, I'd like to say a few words before I announce the 2023 Central Hawke's Bay Sportsperson of the Year.
Thanks, Ross. I really don't have anything interesting or informative to say, but I'm not going to let that stop me. I'm totally blown away by the breadth of nominees, and I'm in awe of people who win awards. I can probably outdo Angus's story, because the last award I got was in 1992, which I was made a life member of Video Easy. And I can honestly say a fat lot of good that does me. I also think I can't stop before acknowledging Ross's efforts tonight. We do have to wind this up because the gates shut at Mary Doyle at 9 o'clock. It's just what it says, sorry. So, thank you. It's been a terrific night, and I'm really looking forward to, on behalf of Sport Hawke's Bay, just so proud to have been part of this, and thank everyone who's played a part in organising it, but everyone who's played a part in organising sport this year. Thanks, everyone.
The Central Hawke's Bay 2023 Sportsperson of the Year is Lockie Kirk. Congratulations to Lockie on his incredible achievements and success during the past year. Most recently, Lockie has qualified for the New Zealand team to compete at the Trampoline World Age Group Championships in Birmingham, England in November. Lockie, we wish you and your team all the best, and we'll watch your results closely. For 2023, the Central Hawke's Bay Sportsperson of the Year, Lockie Kirk.
Didn't even have one speech written, so 2 speeches. Just thanks again to everyone. It's a privilege to receive this. Thank you.
We just finish off. Sport Hawke's Bay acknowledges the time the community takes to get such high quality nominations through to us. And also we'd like to recognise the judges' efforts in making the decisions that came here tonight. This year's judges were Ian Sharp, Shay Anderson, Peter Byrne, Garth Sherwood and Shane Herndell. A round of applause for our judges. Congratulations to all our nominees and winners. Without you, these awards do not exist. We appreciate your hard work, discipline and determination, particularly when faced with situations beyond everyone's control. You all continue to make the Central Hawke's Bay community proud with your current and ongoing achievements. On behalf of Sport Hawke's Bay and the Central Hawke's Bay District Council, thank you all for joining us tonight. I'm Ross Holden. Have a great rest of your night and drive safely.
At the Central Hawke's Bay Sports Awards, we have the overall winner with us, Lockie Kirk. Lockie, well done, mate.
Thank you very
Great
much.
effort. So, Lockie's into trampolining. When did you take up trampolining, Lockie?
So I first started trampolining in, it would have been end of 2017 and been doing it since then, so it'll be 6.5 years now.
6.5 years?
Yep.
What made you want to get into trampolining?
Yeah, so I started with gymnastics, probably when I was real young, maybe like 8. I wanted to learn how to do a backflip after scoring a try in rugby.
Okay.
So I took up gymnastics that way. Pretty much got as far as I could in Waipawa at the club there, and so heard about trampolining and gave that a go, and where I am now.
So from then you were with Wayne?
Yeah, been with him for the last 6 years, and then moved to, I'm down in Christchurch now studying at university and carrying on trampolining at a club out in Rangiora.
And the strength of trampolining down in Christchurch, you're getting what you want?
Yep. I'm in a club with world champions, and so they really push me along, and it's good balance.
Okay, and you've recently, I heard you on radio interviews with the coach earlier in the year, and you've recently toured. Can you elaborate a little bit more on those competitions that you went worldwide?
Yeah, so last year I went to Bulgaria. It was an amazing experience, just travelling to places, meeting new people. The build up to it was pretty tough with the years before with COVID, but ended up going. Came away with 5th, just an amazing experience. Every other competition before that I was really nervous, like couldn't really control my nerves, and it was kind of hard to get through a routine, but at that competition it was just, I took it all in. It was the most relaxed I'd ever been and just loved every minute of it. And then went to the Gold Coast in, or maybe around March or May, somewhere then, and ended up, it was my first senior competition as a senior, and competing against Olympians and the likes of that, and came away with 3rd on the double mini, and so it was awesome.
Great, and you were well placed in big fields in the other events when you were overseas.
Yeah.
So fitness training for trampolining, what does that entail?
Yeah, so a lot of core work, definitely a lot of leg work in the gym. Pretty much all-round fitness. You got to have good stamina, and then training 4 times a week on the trampoline itself, and then 2 to 3 days at the gym doing the other workouts.
Okay, so where do you see yourself, say, in 2 years' time? What are your aims at this stage?
So 2 years' time. That'd be the next World Champs. There's no World Champs next year because they have the Olympics then. That'd be my first World Champs as a senior. So I'd do that, and hoping medal there, hopefully. That'd be the goal.
And then maybe the Olympics.
Yeah, so Olympics would be the long-term goal. Yes. I think the next one's Los Angeles, 2028, if I'm not mistaken. And that'd be the goal on the trampoline there, to push towards that.
So back to your training, how many times a week, or are you in the gym or in with the trampoline?
Yeah, so total it's each day at the trampoline club it's 2 hours there, and then in the gym an hour to an hour and a half, and that's across the trampoline club and the gym. It's 6 days a week training.
Well, look, Lockie, all the best in your endeavours, and we're so thrilled to be able, for Onga TV, to be able to have you here tonight as winner of the overall Central Hawke's Bay Sportsperson of the Year. Once again, well done.
Thank you very much.
Good stuff. Okay, we were at the Central Hawke's Bay Sports Awards, and with me I have Angus Shaw, winner of the Senior Sportsperson of the Year. Just well done, mate. Really pleased to see you pull that one off for the club. Two other entries, and or 3 other entries, and yeah, but well done. How do you feel about?
Oh, as I said earlier, it's I've been here since I was 15, so it's quite nice to get an award. I just think the cricket club was outdone by an extremely good year by the Waipawa tennis and squash club. You know, I think they were saying that their membership rate has gone up 83% or something, so that's amazing. But yeah, to have 4 nominees or 3 or 4 in the awards, I think is great. It's awesome.
Yeah. And just to listen to Ross Holden recap on your career to date, that was really enlightening, and must have brought back a few memories for you, and sort of made you realise that, hey, it wasn't such a bad achievement after all.
No, yeah, I've had a wee bit of time to think about the game, the amount of games I played for Hawke's Bay, and you sort of don't really realise the achievement until everyone brings it up. So yeah, I was over the moon. But it's a privilege, especially because it's such a great area and such a huge sporting area to win that. And by the look of the winner of the whole thing, we've got a great young talent by the looks of that coming through.
The young talent base is across the board is exceptional. To hear what Lockie had achieved tonight, to hear what the squash club team had achieved, tremendous. And really, I only look at the rugby and the cricket, because that's what I see. And CHB cricket and CHB rugby are in this year with the rugby are on top of Hawke's Bay. So I think CHB Sports probably in the best it's been in the last 10 or 15 years. I can't remember any time that those two, the Premier Rugby and the Premier Cricket, were in the semi-finals and finals of a Hawke's Bay competition. Now you mention that, I totally agree. That's a hell of an achievement. Gus, going forward, what's your long-term? You talked about it there tonight about your long-term future, that you're going to be like your old man and your uncles and play cricket until you can hardly walk, and drag the family along as well. But you love the game. There's a real passion. You were never forced into the game of cricket, but you grew. You were there right from a little tacker, and it's just been a big part of your life.
I think the day that I was locked in a chili bin with a bag of ice when I was about 4 in the honour domain changing room was the day that I chose to play cricket. But yeah, no, I'm not going anywhere. And as you know, with yourself and Colin, I've got to carry that on now, I feel. So we've got to keep the club going, and Maddie's wants me to keep playing, and it's great to have a good understanding partner, and so I'm going to keep. I might peel back on the representative stuff and CD stuff over the next few years, but CHB I'll be playing until I need a knee replacement.
It's very important to have a supporting wife or partner in the cricketing game.
I've had many friends go down and leave the game, and I'm glad that I won't be one of those.
On the other hand, there's been many females that have actually hooked up to the game and grown to like it and become a big part of it. And the CHB club's no exception.
What's not to like about having a wine and a cheese and cracker on the sideline? It's all about creating an atmosphere and something to enjoy. So, and I think we got that at the CHB Cricket Club, and we're easily. And I know there were some good teams and clubs back in the 90s, 91 and 92, but we're easily the best we've ever been. The club's in the best shape we've ever been. As you know, we've just got to keep it going, and the ground's the best it's ever looked. So
it's a cracker. Gus, just the forthcoming season looking potentially pretty good.
Yeah, really good. We've got an overseas pro. that is coming from Josh Clarkson's English club, and he's spoken very highly of him. He's a good seamer, which we need, and yeah, we're excited to have him. And then Jack Boyle's coming back to CHB. He's got a contract with the CD Stags, which is great, and he fully deserves that. But he's a real club man as well, and he knows all his mates are there, and yeah, we're looking very good. We had 8 turn up to pre-season training, so and that's with people unavailable due to being overseas or something. Josh is currently playing for New Zealand A in Australia, and Blair's about to jet off to Bangladesh to play for the Black Caps. So I'm not sure any other club around has got 2 guys overseas playing for New Zealand. And Kendall also, the Stags trainer who plays for us regularly, he's going to he's going to Bangladesh with the Black Caps as well. So yeah, we've got some good people.
It's tremendous, and these other players, like you alluded to before, the draw of CHB community itself is a big attraction.
Yeah, no, as you know, CHB is growing. I've heard the other day too that there's a CD under 17 boy going to Smedley next year.
Okay.
So he's keen to play cricket. So I think CHB is getting more and more attractive, and it's looking pretty good going forward.
We've just got to keep providing the goods.
Yep, definitely.
Angus, well done. Thanks very much.